My name is Mindy from moretimetoWrite.com, and this is the second in a series of 3 videos highlighting the search shortcuts that I think are the most useful to writers and bloggers. They are the tips I think that will save you the most amount of time for the least amount of effort. Now, let's say you want to search a website that doesn't have a search box. I'm going to use Chris Brogan's site as an example. I know that he intentionally does not have a search box on his website, although he mentioned in his most recent newsletter that he's thinking of adding one. So now I'm a regular reader of his blog, and I want to find a past article on video. I want to know, what does Chris Brogan think about using video for my business? But there's no search box. How do I do that without just scrolling back through all the posts? I am going to ask Google to search it for me. So I'm going to do a domain specific search. I do this by typing in site colon and then the domain name that I would like to search. So that's chrisbrogan.com. Notice that there's no site there, and you can see I've searched this once before. chrisbrogan.com, and then I'm going to put in a space, and I'm going to type in my keyword that I would like to search for. And in this case, I would like to search for video. So if I type that in, you'll see now here all of my search results are Chris Brogan's site. And we can see he's got a category on video. He has a lot to say about video. And so the category came up because that's the most relevant result. And as you can see, I got a whole bunch of results, and they're all only for his site. So even though he doesn't have a search box, I can still search only his site. This tip works with all websites, not just ones that don't have a search box. I use it almost daily to search the tips blog Lifehacker. And that's where I learned this particular trick, was from Lifehacker. So let's look at lifehacker.com. And you'll see on Lifehacker, they do actually have a search box up here. So I could go up here, and let's say I want to find out about domain-specific searches, which is what we're doing here. So if I come here and I type in domain-specific searches, as you see I've already done, it brings up a bunch of results. But because of the template that Lifehacker uses, it brings up all the results not in order of relevance, but it brings them up in order of chronology. And so this is the most recent post that included those words. This is the second most recent. That's okay, but for me, I would much rather find what's most relevant than what's most recent. So I'm going to go back to Google, and I'm going to type in site colon lifehacker.com, and you can see I've done this before. I don't want a space between site colon and Lifehacker, but I do put a space then to type my search terms, domain specific searches. I hit enter, and now I get a bunch of results from Lifehacker. They're the same results, but they're ordered in terms of relevance instead of chronologically, and this is much more useful to me. So again, if you want to search a website and you don't want to use their search box, or they don't have a search box, you just go to Google, type in site colon and the domain name. Don't include the wwws. We'll do one more, site colon moretimetoWrite.com, and I'm going to type in mountain lion because I did a series of posts on mountain lion. And you'll see here now I get results only for moretimetoWrite.com. For more tips, as well as virtual assistant services for writers, bloggers, and podcasters, visit moretimetoWrite.com.